We have been sold this lie, mostly by movies and bad advice, that in order for us to move on with our lives, we need that one final conversation. We think we need that 1 hour where everyone says their piece, apologies are exchanged, and the credits roll. But in the real world, chasing closure is often just another way of staying stuck. We tell ourselves we need the answers in order for us to heal. But usually, we are looking for a way to keep the connection for just 5 more minutes. Let's talk about how seeking closure is often a trap and how you can find something much more powerful, like self generated peace. Because you don't need their permission to stop hurting, and certainly you don't need their participation to start moving forward. The reason we want closure is that our brain hates an open loop. We want to know why they left, why they lied, or how they could do what they did. We think if we get the why, the pain will stop. But here's the hard truth. Even if they gave you the exact answers you are looking for, it wouldn't be enough. For example, if they said, I didn't love you anymore, you'd ask, when did it stop? In this case, closure is like a door you're trying to force someone else to open, but they don't have a key. And that's why it's a bottomless pit. When you stop looking for their version of the story, you finally have the space to start writing your own. When you insist on a closure conversation with someone who has already shown you they aren't capable of being honest or empathetic, you are essentially asking for a second helping of the original wound. If they were capable of giving you the apology or the clarity you deserved, you probably wouldn't be in this position in the first place. By going back for closure, you are putting your healing in the hands of the person who broke you. You are giving them the power to tell you whether your pain is valid or not. And to be honest, not everything deserves or needs to be wrapped in a neat bow. Sometimes the closure is simply the fact that it ended. The silence is the answer, the disrespect is the answer, the lack of effort is the answer. You don't need them to say it loud for it to be true. So, how do you move on without the final talk? You give the closure to yourself. This is a process of internal integration. You decide the evidence you have is enough. Instead of waiting for them to say, I am sorry, you say to yourself, I am sorry I stayed in a place where I wasn't valued. Instead of waiting for them to explain their actions, you look at their actions and say, this behavior is a clear sign that we aren't a match. You close the loop yourself. It feels unfinished and it feels messy, and that's okay. You can be sad and over it at the exact same time. You don't need a period at the end of the sentence. Sometimes a sudden break in the text is just as clear. There is a massive amount of power in just walking away, not explaining, not litigating the past, not trying to make them understand what they did. When you stop requiring them to understand your side, you are finally free. If you are still waiting for closure to start living your life again, you are still letting them hold you hostage. Let the ending be ugly. Let it be confusing and let it be unfair.